Guys, happy Tuesday. Another week is here and we are back with another Final Fantasy X stream. We are back with what I think is going to be the final Final Fantasy X stream. I know I said that on Thursday, but then we ran into a bit of trouble with the final boss. It's funny because we got through one boss, Seymour the Fourth, first try, no issues. And then we ran into old Daddy-O. That's right, we have finally made the journey inside Sin, and it is time for us to confront Jecht himself. And turns out he's rather difficult. I believe we attempted the fight 4 times on Thursday, and then it was getting a little late, and I figured, you know what, let's call it here. So the plan for tonight is we're gonna pick up right where we left off, which is us currently being inside, adjacent to, in some magical, mystical world inside of Sin. And we're gonna fight Jecht, and we're gonna deal with our daddy issues after all of these years. Tidus is finally gonna come face to face with his dad and put an end to those issues that have been plaguing him. Before we do that, though, I think we're gonna need to do some grinding, which should be fun.
Oh, I forgot to cancel this thing again. Well, that's another $6 I won't see again, Kappa Kappa.
Meerkat, thank you so much for the 100-month resub. Holy moly. Thank you so much. And speaking of resubs, during the starting soon screen, we had TS come through with the 90-month resub. Incredible resubs from 2 amazing mods, 2 amazing friends, TS and Meerkat. Thank you both. I appreciate you. Speaking of subs, something really cool is happening right now on Twitch. As you guys know, this whole playthrough was inspired by my favorite author, Brandon Sanderson, but we've also taken the time during this playthrough to talk about other books and other series and other authors that we enjoy. And one of those that I have mentioned is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've been reading those books now for the last 8 months or so. I'm currently halfway through book 7, and I just absolutely love it. It's incredible. Luckily, apparently, Twitch is currently doing a promotion with Audible. So if you sub to the channel, not just this channel, any sub on Twitch will get you 2 free months of Audible Premium, so you too can start listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl in the best format, which is the audiobook. And this was the part that I was super hyped about. Apparently, if you sub, you get 1 of 3 emotes. You get Carl's Boxers or 1 of 2 Princess Donuts. Y'all know Princess Donut is my whole personality right now. I love her. So anyway, if you're interested in checking out Dungeon Crawler Carl, if you're interested in getting yourself... I actually don't think they're emotes. I think they're chat badges. But anyway, either sub, not only to my channel, to any channel on Twitch, and you can take advantage of that promotion. So there's my spiel. But as I was mentioning, yeah, so my plan was, after Thursday's stream, was I was going to grind a little bit. And then I was thinking to myself, well, if we only have the final boss left, and then you guys sort of alluded to the fact that Jecht kind of is the final boss, there might be something after Jecht, but it seems like Jecht is the main final challenge, if you will. So basically I was thinking, well, we've got time, you know, if I can beat Jecht and then whatever comes afterwards, I don't want to rush through the ending of Final Fantasy X, but what I would like to do is stretch it out as long as we possibly can. So why don't we hang out and grind for a little bit? So rather than grinding off stream, what I decided to do was tonight, the first hour of this stream, we're just gonna grind. So we're gonna hang out, we're gonna chill, we're gonna chat, we're gonna grind, have a good time. If you're not interested in that and you just want to get to the good stuff, come back in like an hour or so. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not interested in the grinding, fast forward about an hour or so. But my plan is, yeah, for the beginning of tonight's stream, we're just gonna chill and I'm gonna grind. This is the first time in the entire game I've ever had to grind, which I think is pretty good. For a first ever playthrough, I basically only hit 1 wall that required grinding. So I'm hoping about an hour of grinding or so will do it. I also don't want to like over level to the point where we just one-shot Jecht, because that won't be fun either. So I'm thinking like probably just an hour of leveling will get us to a spot where we're in a good position. Additionally, I want to make sure everybody's overdrives are prepped and ready. And then we can do a little bit of research together as well about Riku's mixes before we take on Jecht one more time. So that's the plan of attack for tonight, and I'm being a little bit rude here. I thanked TS and Meerkat for the resubs, but I haven't said hello to everyone, so how about we just back it up 1 second. Hi everybody, who do we have here tonight? We've got lots of friends in chat tonight. Hello TS, Hello, Bronny. Hello, Super. Hello, Lil Goth. Hello, Meerkat. Hello, Hellbringer. Hello, Vajmaz. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope your weekend was really good. I saw a lot of you guys on Thursday, and then I was off for the weekend, so hope you guys had a nice August weekend, and welcome back to the stream. Hellbringer, thank you so much for the 3-stream watch streak. It's been really great to have you. I see Vajma's Gaming says, I've been watching your VODs on YouTube, and I've had so many people make the journey from YouTube over to Twitch. So again, thank you guys so much for doing that. It's been so nice meeting all of these new faces. Final Fantasy X has definitely been one of my higher performing series, if you want to call it that, over on YouTube especially. I've had so many new viewers tune in, which has been absolutely fantastic. It's been great to meet so many new people and have so many new faces here in my Twitch chat. So if you're new around here, welcome on in. My name is Tallara. I have actually been streaming on Twitch for 10 years, which is absolutely crazy. My 10-year stream anniversary is coming up in December, which I still can't believe. And over the years, we've played many games, including many Final Fantasy games on the channel. We played Final Fantasy IX for the very first time ever a couple of years ago here on this channel. A very fun fact is the very first game I ever streamed on Twitch 10 years ago was Final Fantasy 15, which is kind of crazy. And then here we are, of course, experiencing Final Fantasy X for the very first time, and this won't be the last Final Fantasy game we play on the channel. I've already got plans to play the sequel, Final Fantasy X-2. I talked about this a little bit on Thursday, but basically I'm not going to play X-2 right away. I've heard a lot of people say wait a little bit, let the dust settle on Final Fantasy X before you dive into Final Fantasy X-2, so I'm going to do just that, and we'll be playing X-2 in a couple of months sometime later in the fall. Excuse me. I also would definitely want to check out some other games at some point. Final Fantasy VI has been heavily recommended to me. I know some people want me to check out 8 too. We'll see how it goes. But either way, yes, that was a really, really long-winded spiel to say hello, and I hope you're doing well, and it's good to see you, and happy Tuesday, and thanks for tuning in. Hi, Gorgason. Hi, Liv. Welcome, welcome. For those of you guys just joining me, the TLDR is we're going to spend about the first hour or so of stream tonight just grinding, getting our party into a position where we have a better fighting shot at Jecht, and then we're going to go fight him once again. So, as you can see, I didn't load my autosave. I loaded the save right before that, so we're in this weird maze of sorts within Sin. And in here, there should be enemy encounters for us to tackle and level up. I've got a rough 2 days coming up, so this is my evening chill time. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Liv. Well, take as much time as you can tonight to rest and relax and take care of yourself and prepare yourself for the upcoming days. I should be readjusting my sleep schedule a little. I have a trip planned on Friday and college starts next week. I was going to ask you actually, TS. I figured college was starting soon. Which, like, I'm selfishly like, boo, college is starting. That means TS has to fix his sleep schedule and he won't be able to hang out with me as much. But, honestly, I'm very, very excited for you. That's fantastic that you're making the move to go back to school, and I'm wishing you all the best. Orientation starts next Tuesday. Awesome. Okay, but what about Blitzball? I don't know if I'm gonna play any more Blitzball tonight. I feel like I almost want to go out on top, you know? Retire as a Super Bowl champion, if you will. We had such a good session of Blitzball that I almost just, I don't want to mess it up at this point. I kind of want to just go out on top, maybe. We played, we won, we retired, and we never looked back. And we did get the attack reels as well. But we'll see. We'll see how tonight goes. Like I said, the first hour is going to be a bit of a free-for-all, for all intents and purposes, so we'll see what happens. We're just going to level up and do what we need to do to get prepped. Tiff, are you bullying the local wildlife again? I'd like to say that they're bullying me. Did you see that turtle on 2 feet? I feel like I'm the target of said bullying. huh? Holy moly. The turtle is thick. Sin with an entire ecosystem in its belly. Seriously, it's honestly impressive. Like, dude, how do you have giant turtles in your belly? I don't know. What issues were we running into last time? Just not strong enough or running out of magic? And Liv said, overcoming the healing was a big issue, so the party just gets worn down eventually. Yeah, that was basically our biggest issue, I would say, is just endurance, I suppose. If he couldn't heal himself, we would be a lot more successful. It's just trying to mitigate that healing while doing damage, while trying to keep our party alive. It's obviously a lot of balls to juggle, and it felt like every attempt was getting longer and longer, and it gets to the point where I'm just like running out of resources. So we basically just need to get a bit stronger in every area such that we can be a bit more effective, and it becomes less of a marathon and a little bit more of a sprint. Yeah, that's right, and we accidentally superpowered the pagodas with Bahamut, which was not helpful, so I learned my lesson real quick there. Yeah, endurance is something a lot of people struggle with. They make pills for that, though, too. I'm alright in that department. Okay, these guys, we just need to focus on one at a time, if I remember correctly. Oops. Gemini. If your Ject fight lasts longer than 4 hours, consult a doctor. I saw someone ask earlier what side content I had done, and honestly, I can't answer that question. I've done some side stuff. We've done some stuff to do with the arena. I've gone into what I think are some optional areas, but again, I find that question very difficult to answer because this is a blind playthrough and I haven't been looking things up, so whatever I've stumbled across, I've done, but I haven't actively sought out any side content, I suppose, because again, to do so almost feels like spoiling myself because I would, A, have to look up what said content is, and yeah. So we have done some blitzball, if that's an answer to the question. Like I said, we did a little bit of the arena stuff, not a whole lot, but yeah. Alrighty, we're getting our butts kicked. This guy is weak to water and ice. And then we'll take out Yuna, I guess, and we'll bring in Riku to do some healing for the crew. But yeah, what's new with everybody? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? I actually did some fun stuff over the weekend. We had our annual Friends weekend over the last couple of years, myself and a group of friends here. We've basically taken a weekend over the summer and booked it off as a Friends weekend. So in the past, usually what we do is we'll rent an Airbnb and we'll just go hang out for the weekend. So in the past, we went to British Columbia and did a weekend there. Last year, we went to Saskatchewan and did a weekend there. This year, we decided to stay a little bit closer to home, which was nice because then, you know, there was no commute time. But basically, we rented an Airbnb out by a lake and we just hung out. We did a little sports day. Alana actually organized a bit of a sports day for us like you would do in school growing up, which was a ton of silly fun. And yeah, basically just had a weekend hanging out with my friends, so it was really nice, actually. I don't want to hear about this Friends weekend if y'all didn't do the vests. So we did tie-dye t-shirts and bandanas for a sports day. That's how we separated the teams. We had some fire emblazoned bandanas. That was the one that I wore, and we were Team Guy Fieri, Flavortown, which was super fun. And then yeah, we tie-dyed shirts. So I don't know if that is good enough for you, Noella. If that passes your criteria, you'll allow it. Okay, good. But yeah, it was super fun. We did all of your classic sports day games, the sponge in the water filling up the cup, the eggs on the spoon, you know, all your classic really silly stuff, and it was great. Hey Tiff, I'm slowly earning my points back. Another 89,000 points to go till our next dishwater delight. Not the dishwater delight. That's hilarious and terrible and awful, and I hate it, and so funny at the same time. I feel all the emotions about that message, Meerkat. Team Flava Town Tiff. That's what happened. That's what happened. The Guy Fieri is skating it, but I'll pretend that it's 2010's Fieri and not whatever the fuck we have now. Oh yeah, no, we're talking prime Fieri. I don't know what's going on with Guy Fieri. I gotta be honest, I'm not necessarily tuned in to the current happenings of Guy Fieri, but we're definitely talking prime Fieri. Funny coinkydink, I meant to organize a friends weekend for the army buddies this autumn. Well, two of us that live in the same city will organize it. Oh, that's so fun! Well, if you need any suggestions or ideas, we just did an entire day and it worked out really nicely, if I do say so myself, so I can definitely give you some suggestions in terms of games. We were meant to have the weekend in the spring, but that plan got messed up by one of them getting pregnant and another getting their wife pregnant. Stupid pregnancies. How dare they ruin sports day by procreating. Ugh. Yeah, luckily it was a really nice day on Saturday when we did our sports day. It was like 22 degrees and sunny, which was like perfect. It wasn't too hot. It was a nice afternoon. We all had our sunscreen on, of course, because Dr. Alana was there making us apply it, which is good, so nobody got any sunburns. Just good old-fashioned fun. Nice. Can't touch this Lulu edition. Let's rotate around, make sure everyone gets in here and gets some experience points. No. Look, this is a special message to YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering why I'm always laughing at someone named Noella, but not reading their chat messages out loud, you'll have to come read them for yourself here on twitch.tv/Tallara. Because all I can say is some of this stuff is unhinged and not safe for the internet. So funny. Friends drinking weekend with no sunburn. Are you sure you had fun? I had a blast, and my skin is no worse for wear. Oh no, I used the wrong spell. That's gonna heal him. That was a misclick. I was trying to click on Fire Gun, I got too excited. And I hit Water Gun instead. Oopsie daisies. Okay, now we're gonna hit Fire Gun and finish this. There we go. Slowly but surely getting those level ups. Let's spend some, shall we? Orin is gonna head up this way. He's going to raise his agility by 2. Yuna, we just recently finished Yuna's skill tree. She's over here now. She's gonna increase her mana by 20 and her max HP by 200. Lulu, another one whose skill tree we just recently finished. We're gonna raise her strength by 2, which isn't very helpful, but we're gonna raise her accuracy by 3, which shouldn't be bad. Tidus. Defense plus 3. Wonka gets accuracy plus 4. Rikuriku gets agility plus 2. Nothing for Kamari. What's the skill for Lulu coming up? This one? Dark Buster. Around in a circle here. Do the classic Pokemon. Although, maybe that doesn't work in Final Fantasy. Usually in Pokemon I spin in a circle in the wild grass and it works, but we didn't have as much success here in Final Fantasy. Yuna's MP is low. Hey, October, I didn't even notice, so good shout out. We'll head to the save sphere after this. Yeah, it is getting low, isn't it? It's a bit spoilery, but if you wanted to do some monster capturing, there's a very useful prize for capturing fiends in 10 different areas, and it should still get your characters a few levels. I never even checked when I was at the save sphere. Can I get out of this area? Can the airship somehow pick me up from inside Sin and fly me out? I'm not sure what the mechanics of that would look like, but apparently yes it can. Alright. Never say never when we're talking about Sid, I guess. He's gonna make it happen. Ridiculously enough, yes, it can. I love it. Don't think too hard about it, okay? Sid's gonna fly into Sin, pick us up, and we're gonna fly out. And you don't need to think anything more about it. He got you in here, so it can definitely get you out. Just don't worry about it, okay? Oh yeah, I see it there now. Board airship. Also, that was save number 154. Out of 200, still pushing all those save slots to their maximum capacity. Alrighty. Luckily, we've had lots of variety in terms of monsters. We got the Behemoth King coming up here now. Like I said, another objective that I have here is not only do I want to level everyone up, but I also want to get their overdrive meters filled, so as you can see, that's coming along as well. Your PS2 memory card would have set on fire long ago had you tried this on it. Oh hey, it's the guy from Monsters, Inc. Sully? You look at this thing, and you look at a pic of the Blue Monsters Inc. guy, and tell me they're not the same guy. This is just Sully all roided up and super angry. Okay. Question, what is Tidus's overdrive mode? I don't know offhand. I'll have to check after the fight. Was there really 8 megabytes of storage on a PS2 memory card? Wow. How times have changed, hey? This is the Netflix version of Sully, the live-action version of Sully. The live-action remake that no one asked for and no one wanted, and yet we still got. Also, holy moly, dude. Okay, no more messing around. Let's get some attack reels going. Jeez Louise. Ah. You could buy aftermarket memory cards with more memory, but yes, the stock ones are 8 megabytes. Yeah, you could get third-party cards with 16, and I got one with a whopping 64 megabytes, but I felt like a king. That's awesome. Well, luckily we had just saved, so that game over's not a big deal. But yeah, I did actually forget about the meteor thing as well, Super, so... If he hadn't killed me with his tail, he probably would have killed me with meteor. So that's fine. Okay. What are you? Great Marlboro. Be ready for anything, it says. Breathes bad breath 1/3 of the time. Be ready for anything. So what does it do the other 2/3 of the time? Hey, Outcast! Yes, we are grinding here. Getting ourselves ready for Jacked. We've seen a fucker like this before. Yeah, we fought a green one on the Great Plains, I believe. This one appears to be like an upgraded version. He's got 64,000 HP, but luckily, he is weak to fire. This is the daddy version. Ah. Great Marlboro, breathes bad breath. Yeah, this is the early 2000s, alright. Stinky. Dang, Lulu is hitting it for like 10k damage? That's insane. Get it, queen? Damn. Lulu did not like that thing, and I cannot blame her. I didn't necessarily like it either, but it did give us good experience points. I didn't think it was possible for Lulu, of all people, to have a glow up, but here we are, right? She was like, I heard you're having trouble with the final boss. Time for me to evolve and reach my final form. 10k damage! She's positively radiant, and we love this for her. With Lulu on our side, anything is possible. Full stop. Bye, monsters. Look at that. 3 hits, 3 kills. Battle over. If all battles could be like that, we'd be grinding pretty fast. Running around, running around. Oh, here we go. We get our rematch against Sully. Right, I forgot about the whole retaliates with meteor when defeated thing, so we want to make sure we get one of Yuna's summons in at the end. Yeah. So they can deal with meteor. May as well do a little holy on him. Dang. Alrighty, now we'll get Titus in here so he can haste up the crew and get some more hits off. Tiff, this time, get its health down before your parties. Thank you for the tip, Bronny. Holy, more like holy heck, that's a lot of damage. You can say that again. Also, they don't cast Meteor if you capture them with a killing blow. Can I capture Sully here? I don't know why that never even crossed my mind. You can capture every non-boss in this game. There you go. Alright, well that makes Lulu, unfortunately, rather redundant. So instead we'll bring in Orin. I guess now we will summon Bahamut and see if we can end this. Tiff, tonight is the big night in my D&D campaign. They're fighting the flesh tentacle nightmare that I told you about, that I'm pretty sure you purposely forgot I told you about. I'm so excited to scare my players. No way, so is this like the final boss, Meerkat? Where is this at in terms of like the overall story? Sounds like flesh tentacle nightmare should be the big bad, but what else do you have planned for your poor players after this? There we go. My big monster beat your big monster. Wahaha. It's the end of Act 1. Think fighting Sovereign in Mass Effect 1. Ah. I like that comparison, Meerkat. You'll have to let us know how the battle goes. Godspeed to your players. Alright, get some nice level ups. Let's go back and heal and save. Guess I'll do the level ups before I save. Titus! Strength +4. Yuna. Agility +2. And accuracy +3. Orin, nothing for you. Poor Orin. Everyone else gets presents except him. Waka, agility +3. HP +200. Lulu. She gets her new ability here. Plus max HP +200. Dark Buster. And nothing for Riku or Kamari. Wop. Oh, you guys are funny. I'll leave it at that, okay? And we've got ourselves a turtle. Nice. Love the counterattack ability that Orin has. Thundiga. Attack. Attack. Thundiga. Attack. You get the drill, right? Thundiga. Attack. Okay, we'll get someone else in here now for some experience. Riku. Let's mug him, see if he's got any good stuff in his turtle pockets. Wow, Riku's base attack could do 1400 damage against this turtle? Get it, girl. She's come a long way from when she was hitting enemies for like 50 damage. She's not a kid anymore. She's battle-hardened at this point. Save and heal. This is save number 156. Lulu's attack is still the funniest. Yeah, I always shake my head when I accidentally make Lulu use her base attack. Luckily, I feel like I don't do that as much anymore, but at the beginning of the game, I felt like I was doing it all the time, unfortunately. Alright, I can only assume this dude is weak to... Oh, this is why you don't assume. I was gonna say I can only assume this guy's weak to fire, but that is not true, actually. And that, folks, is why you do not assume. You can beat the game with just Riku and no sphere grid. She's that broken. Really? Holy moly. Yeah, I already mentioned this, but after I beat the game, I definitely want to, like, look at some challenge runs and speed runs for the game, because I've heard people do some crazy stuff. Can we beat the game with only Waka? The Waka run? Goodbye, whatever weird ghost thing that was. Didn't give a ton of experience, unfortunately. You can beat the game with any character, really. Sure you can if you try hard enough. Hey, Raven! Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Enjoy your sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and for a limited time only, I believe you've earned yourself 2 free months of Audible Premium and a Dungeon Crawler Carl chat badge. Lots of good stuff going on right now at Twitch. We are grinding, getting ourselves prepared for the repeat of the final battle. We've been at it now for about 35 minutes, so we'll go for another half hour or so. And then hopefully we'll be in a position where we're feeling a lot stronger heading into that battle. You'll probably beat this tonight, I suspect. I hope so. Not that I want the game to end by any means, but I also don't want to get stuck at a boss for, you know, more than 2 streams in a row, so... We'll see how it goes, but I've got a good feeling as well. Preemptive strike. Nice, that means we can get everybody to get a hit in. You don't want the game to end? Time to go collect butterflies and dodge lightning bolts. You might change your mind. I've heard about this lightning bolt thing. I didn't even attempt it when I was going across the Thunder Plains, because I can only imagine the rage it would induce. So shout out to all of you guys who have dodged, what is it, 200 Thunderbolts in a row, 250 Thunderbolts in a row. I admire your tenacity, because good golly, I don't think I have it in me. Dodging 200 lightning in a row is a bitch? I bet it is. Like I said, I didn't even attempt it. 200 lightning bolts? That's 700 less than the Koroks you've collected. That's true. Here I am talking about people being crazy for dodging 200 lightning bolts, and you could also probably call me crazy for collecting 900 Koroks, so... It's all about your different flavors of crazy, right? Also, this is the bad breath spell that causes all of the status effects. Great. Hey, Sinspawn, welcome on in. Yes, bad breath hits approximately all of the status issues. Thankfully, Orin has gotten himself unconfused, and therefore I'm gonna cut my losses and we're gonna GTFO. I broke a PS2 controller trying to beat one of the minigames in Final Fantasy X. So many of them are god-awful. Oh no! RIP to the PS2 controller. Damn. I got to 198 lightning bolts. I didn't break anything, but I did swear off the game for about 2 weeks. I can't blame you there. Oh my god, I would have tossed my game disc like a frisbee out the window, I think, so. Shout out to your self-control. Also, SSL420, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Alright, Bahamut. Let's do some damage. Can't touch this Bahamut edition. Let's go, dude. $10,000 damage across the board. Woo-wee! We also got his overdrive ready to go. I'm gonna save it, though. I don't think we need it right now. I'm sure it'll come in handy later. Down goes one. Man, Bahamut is just crazy strong. His basic attack hits for 11k damage. Like, what? Bananas. Some good experience there. Now we'll level up. Lulu. Max MP plus 20. Yuna. Max magic plus 2. I'm also just thinking. Got an MP sphere here, which we can use. So she can get MP plus 40. The more MP she has, the more spells she can get off. So probably a good time to use that. Tidus. We've also got a Lux sphere that we can use. And another MP sphere. Good to know. Am I going backwards with one? Should I? Huh. It's already down around here. Interesting. Okay, guess we're going this way. That's it. Save number 157! In Darktide, there's a challenge where you have to shoot and kill 25 enemies with headshots in 10 seconds, with no misses, which, if it hits the head but doesn't kill on first shot, it still counts. But you need to kill 25 enemies in 10 seconds with only headshots, and I have to say, holy shit, it's so hard. Yeah, that sounds hard. You just have to be like, boom, 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 and be spot on with every single one. Dang. Your record is 21? Okay, so you're almost there. Please change Tidus's overdrive mode to warrior. I didn't have it when we went through our overdrive modes on our last stream. I can double check if it's been unlocked since then, but I didn't have it last time. I didn't have it for Tidus or Yuna. Are you using F1 to speed up the game? No, I'm not. I just had Tidus cast Hastica. According to Google, you could go up to 4 times speed and that would make the grinding go faster. So it's funny you say that. A couple of months ago, we did a Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge here on the channel through Generation 5, Pokemon Black and White. And there was a point when I had to grind, and I set the in-game speed to, I think it was 4 times. And it got out of control. Things were going so fast, and I lost a Pokemon in the Nuzlocke challenge, and ever since then I've sworn off the fast forward grinding. I can't do it. I can't do it. I've got to stay at base speed to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Yeah, it was a classic mistake, Kai. It was just like, I was so eager to just burn through these Pokemon. They were just wild Pokemon in the grass. I got a little bit complacent. I got with just A. Things were going so fast, I didn't even notice what was happening. Before you know it, we had a Pokemon death in our hands, and, yeah, as you can see, I'm still salty about that, so we're gonna stay at base game speed. But thank you for the suggestion. I should say that. You'll be streaming Winds and Waves, right? I don't know if I'll be streaming it or not. Definitely be playing it. I'm actually currently planning. I'll give you guys a little bit of a heads up here now. For those of you guys who know me, you know that I'm a big planner. I love to have a plan, and sometimes that plan will be for, you know, months down the road, and it's something I've actually been trying to back off of. For a long time, I had everything planned out for months at a time, and therefore I had no flexibility when it came to scheduling. So while I do still like to have a plan, I've been trying to just do it month by month to have a bit more flexibility when I want to do certain things here on stream. But one thing I have been thinking about is, as I mentioned earlier, my 10-year streaming anniversary is coming up, which is crazy. And I've been trying to figure out how I want to celebrate that. And I think I've decided I want to celebrate it with a Nuzlocke challenge. So while Wind and Wave won't be out by the time our 10-year anniversary stream starts, I do think a Nuzlocke challenge is coming up before the end of the year. So yeah, if you want to experience more tragedy in the form of a Pokemon game, you guys are gonna have to stick around. So we got lots of fun stuff coming up over the next couple of months. 10-year cream-iversary, you say? Hey, Squirrely, can you believe it? Yeah, it'll be 10 years this December from my very first stream, which is crazy. So like I said, I've already been sort of turning my mind towards how I want to celebrate, and I'm thinking a Nuzlocke run might be a super fun way to do so. But we'll see. We'll see. Find out in December. You can see there with the white command what the status was of our last Nuzlocke challenge through Pokemon White. Tiff, what made you decide to start streaming? That is a great question. So 10 years ago, and I like to be transparent and honest about this because I'm very much a proponent, someone who supports mental health. And I'll be the first to admit, 10 years ago when I started streaming, I was in a very poor mental health place. And I was seeing a psychologist and attending counseling, and they mentioned one of the suggestions was to do something new. Try something new, join a club, you know, start an activity, meet new people, focus your energy on something new. And at the time, you know, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I had only recently started watching Twitch, actually. I hadn't watched Twitch for very long before I started streaming, but I basically watched a couple of streams, and I was like, you know what, this could be really fun. Because again, I was in a place where basically all I wanted to do was stay home and play video games, and this felt like a really easy way to sort of transition into that being a solo activity into being a bit more of a group activity. So I really just gave it a try. I didn't really have a plan when I first started streaming. I started streaming straight from my PS4. I didn't have a camera. I was just me and a headset from my PS4 playing Final Fantasy X. I had a couple of really lovely friends who tuned in, so I didn't have 0 viewers. And basically, once I started, I never looked back. I just absolutely loved it, and I'm very fortunate to say that my mental health is in a really great place today. But I would never give up streaming. I feel like at this point, streaming has just become a part of my mental health routine, because it's a really great way for me to not only do something that I really enjoy, aka streaming, but also it's just a great way to connect with my friends and make new friends and share the experience with people from all the way across the world. And so, yeah, that was a really, really long, probably too detailed answer to your question, but that's why I started streaming. And now here I am 10 years later and not looking back. Please don't be transparent. We'd be stuck looking at a talking chair. Okay, that's dumb, and I really like it. Nice. It's actually where I'm at now. I'm at that phase where I need new activities and friends, and it's really tough. It's so tough to put yourself out there and kind of take a leap of faith and go try something new and meet new people. It can be so scary. I was so scared when I started streaming. I was like, is anybody gonna watch? Are people, you know what the internet is like, are people gonna be rude to me? Are people gonna be mean to me? Am I even gonna like doing this? There's so many thoughts that kind of go through your head. But in the end, I just went for it, and I ended up finding something that I truly loved. And most importantly, finding a community that I love. I have made some incredibly special friends over the years here on Twitch, and I wouldn't trade those relationships for the world. So thank you guys for being a part of this streaming journey. Streaming is fun, but me hitting go live and sitting here and playing games is only half the battle. It's not nearly as fun if I don't have the friends here hanging out with me and chatting with me. So thank you guys for being a part of my journey as well, because I love streaming so much. So thank you for allowing me to do this. Have you met anyone IRL? I have. I've met tons of my friends IRL over the years, which has been really awesome. Like I said, I've known some of you guys for 10 years now, longer than, you know, a lot of IRL friendships. And so very fortunate that I have had the opportunity to meet up and hang out with you guys over the years and do some nerdy stuff, which has been great. We went to 2 different Comic-Cons now over the years, organizing just a group of us here. And yeah, it's been great. Yay for talkative psychopaths! I love it. Meeting Tiff was such a fun time. Meeting you was such a fun time. I had an absolute blast, and I hope we'll be able to do it again in the future, Meerkat. We're glad you started. Oh, thank you, Squirrely. It's dumb and I love it. Describes my sense of humor so well. Look, sometimes the best jokes don't necessarily have to be well thought out, okay? They can be dumb as hell, and you can still love them. This is why I always say to streamers, thanks for stream when they end. Can't count the number of times just watching a stream dramatically improve my mood. And if my stream can ever help turn your day around or, you know, be a positive part of your day, like, I'm so honored that I could have that effect on you and your day and your mood. So hearing that always makes me super happy. Because like I said, I love what I do. I love playing games and talking and sharing this experience, but I also love hearing that doing this has an impact on you guys as well, and you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So again, thank you for being a part of that reciprocal relationship, because yeah, it's great. Oh no, feelings! Can someone make a dumb joke? It's getting a little too serious around here. we gotta break the ice a little bit. One day I'll have the means to cross the Atlantic and we're gonna crawl through every bar in Banff. Hell yeah, we are, TS. Oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. Thank you so much. I've got myself a tea delivery. Thank you, thank you. Hey Haven, for what it's worth, as a new viewer slash lurker, I definitely was impressed with how eloquent you are taking us through your thoughts while playing. Always fun seeing how people are reacting to games and keep crushing it. Oh, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. And that's another thing is obviously I try to be well-spoken, well, as much as I can be. Sometimes I'm just saying stupid shit, and you can't really make that eloquent, but especially when I'm talking about, you know, more serious subjects like mental health, I obviously want to do my best to convey my thoughts in an eloquent manner. And it can be a little bit difficult to do so while I'm trying to defeat monsters at the same time. You know, we're really multitasking, so trying my best here. Hey! Oh no, plastic bags!
Not even plastic fabric.
My girl. So now, my girl Muffin. Muffin. If you ask her, she would say, I'm the bravest, toughest girl in the whole wide world, and then the second you take out a plastic bag, all that bravery goes out the window. I don't know if you guys have any pets, and if you do, if they have any sort of weird fears, but Muffin's, like, biggest fear is plastic bags. She's not afraid of fireworks. She's not afraid of thunder and lightning, more like common, sort of normal things for animals to be afraid of. She is deathly afraid of plastic bags. Apparently Alana just took out some bags and she was not impressed, and so she's now in here with us, which is a blessing because now we get a Muffin sighting, but also a curse because those gosh darn plastic bags. So she has baggage. Nice, Kirky. Hey, Muffin. Are you scared of bags? Ray is currently terrified of the new dryer if the door is open. She's not a fan of the noise. Aww. Poor girl. I've had 2 cats with relationships with plastic bags. My first was terrified of them. Does that mean your second loved them? In an interesting twist of fate? Yeah, you're my big brave girl, except when it comes to plastic bags. For anyone new around here, I had someone ask on the last YouTube video who the kitty was. This is Muffin. She is my pride and joy. I am a millennial who is an animal parent, and I love her with all my heart, and she is my real-life child. She has dual income parents, no siblings. She's living the dream here. I always say, if I die and I come back, you know, reincarnated, I want to come back basically as Muffin. You are living the dream, aren't you? But no, this is my girlie. I love her with all my heart. You'll see her lots around the channel. She's in my channel logo. She's in my channel emotes. She's my channel badges. Yeah, if you couldn't tell I love my cat, that should probably give it away. She likes to come in and bless us with her presence every now and then, aka when she gets scared of bags. Another female literally acted like a princess and would pass her head through one of the handles and run around with the bag as a cape. No way. Oh my god, do you have any pictures or videos of that, Gorg? That sounds hilarious. It was my favorite thing when I did groceries. I would drop the bag on the floor and within seconds she was doing her thing. I love it. That's so cute. My dog practically jumped out of his skin last night because a nearby bush moved a little in the wind. Be strong. Oh, pets are so funny, aren't they? And that's why we love them so much, because they're so freaking funny. Yes, Mother, I am a delight. I'm aware. That's the worst part, is she does know. It's like sometimes you say to your pet or whoever, you're like, do you know how much I love you? And Muffin's answer would be, yes, I do. She knows she's loved and she uses it to her advantage, for sure. Are you watching? You can just see her 2 little ears. She's sitting on the armrest of my chair, just watching Shiva versus Adamantoise, it looks like. Are you enjoying the battle? Yeah. What a good girl. There's no plastic bags in here. You're safe. Cats don't drink tea. She said, but mother, who made such an exclusionary rule? What if I want tea, mother? I love how you know. Oh, also, Gorg, I only just saw this comment. I love how you no longer read out loud my Final Fantasy VIII comments, but I still won't stop making them. No, keep going. Like I said, I was saying earlier how difficult it can be to talk and stream at the same time. It is the ultimate challenge in multitasking, and I do try to read all of your comments, and usually I do try to either respond to them or read them out loud. But unfortunately some do slip through the cracks, so don't ever take it personally if I don't read something out loud. I'm, trying my best here. Tiff, my hood got dented right in front of the bar I work at. Oh no! Did someone back into your car while you were at work, Squirrely? I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they didn't hit and run, did they? That's the worst. Hey, Rector, how are you? I think Muffin was just checking out Shiva, because as soon as Shiva left the screen, Muffin left. Coincidence? I think not. Exactly. Shiva's gone, so is Muffin. How are you doing, Rector? I feel like it's been a minute. I apologize. I haven't been able to catch many of your streams lately. I have been busy, but I hope to get back there soon. And everyone go check out my friend Rector Fire. Great streamer. Great dude. What more could you ask for? Whenever someone tells me my dog is so cute, I always respond, he knows. We crossed the street the other day and I heard a guy from under his motorcycle helmet go, aww. You got another spoiled pet over there, Liv? I love it. That's the way all pets should be, right? Spoiled, rotten, and loved. No, two ladies saw my creamy license plate and started twerking on my hood! Are you serious? If you got a picture, you gotta put that in Discord, Squirrely. I've always struggled with that, getting skipped over. I have really bad rejection-sensitive dysphoria, so I've been working on not taking it so hard. Oh, I'm sorry, Super, and that's the thing. Even I feel it sometimes when I'm in other streamers' chats and I make a comment and they don't acknowledge it or they don't read it. It really does feel like you're being ignored. I get it. That's a very valid feeling and a valid reaction, but just want to make it known that I'm never trying to ignore anyone. Like I said, I'm multitasking to the nth degree here, and I try to read and respond to everything, unless it's, you know, Noella's smut that I can't read out loud. But yeah, don't take it personally. Doing my best. Alright, we got some more levels. We can level up Waka. If we move him here, we can raise his strength by 3. I can also use this luck sphere here, so he can increase his luck. Or not. I don't have any luck spheres to actually activate it, so that was a waste of a sphere. Never mind. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. If I get a luck sphere, I'll come back. Bye! It's something you learn as a viewer fairly early on. The streamer physically can't read and reply to everything once chat starts moving fast enough. Yeah, and I mean, luckily, you know, my viewership is usually not a very big number, such that chat is, moving at a reasonable level. You see some of these bigger streamers and they have chat like on the screen, and I'm like, why do you even put it on the screen? I can't physically read any of that. Like, it's just like, and I'm like, oh my god, that is so many words. There is no possible way they can read any of that, let alone respond to it. It's literally impossible. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's one thing, it's like, obviously I want to grow my community, as many new people who want to come in and hang out and be friends. Totally open invitation to that. I would never, you know, want to be like, I hope no one else comes into my stream, because the more the merrier. I want to make more friends, I want to meet new people. But at the same time, it is nice to have a bit of a smaller community such that, yeah, my chat doesn't become that rapid fire mess that some of the really big streamers have to deal with. Good God. Hey SSL, I'm new here from the YouTube side of things. Just wanted to say I've been enjoying catching up with your playthrough over the last month or so. Thanks again, glad to catch this last one live. Amazing! Thank you so much for coming over. It has been so awesome how many new people we've had join us during the Final Fantasy X playthrough. YouTube, shout out to the YouTube algorithm. It was doing its work. Getting new friends over here, and it's been really great. So thank you for the kind words, and thank you for stopping in. You just settle down with cherry pie and double cream? Hell yeah, Kirky. Let's go. I remember this thing being really annoying. I'm just gonna run away from this one. Don't you want to make big time money off this? Honestly, I would rather just have my cute, cozy little community than have whatever that craziness is that big streamers have to deal with. I don't need the big bucks, I just need my friends and a good time. Let's be honest, they just put it on the screen so other people can see how many people are in chat and how popular they are. Honestly, you're probably right. Because, like, what else is the purpose? You physically cannot read those chats. It's bonkers. And, like, all the props to them. They are making probably, at that level, millions of dollars, you know, living the life. But, like, holy moly. Any sense of community, I mean, there is none, right? How can you build a community when you can't even read what people are saying? So, as with most things in life, there are positives and negatives to every situation, and I would say, yeah, the positive of becoming a big-time streamer, obviously the fame and fortune. The negative is you don't get to build that sense of community, you don't get to have those interactions with your viewers, which is tough. So, yeah, like everything in life, positives and negatives, I suppose. Thank you to the YouTube overlord, seriously. I think the key was I used that Brandon Sanderson connection for the first video. I also did something different. Normally what I do when I upload VODs to YouTube, I don't edit them. I just, well, I edit out like the beginning and the end and any little things in between that need to get edited out, but like very minimal editing when I upload the VODs. This time around I tried to do something different because I did feel like I had a little bit of that hook. When I played Final Fantasy X, I was like, I'm playing it because Brandon Sanderson recommended it. I bet there's a crossover of Final Fantasy fans and Brandon Sanderson fans, and that's probably a sphere of good people. So what I did was, like I said, I did something different. It was almost a bit of an experiment just to kind of see how it would go over, but I paid an editor to edit my first VOD down into a, you know, 50 to 60 minute sort of highlight video, which I was hoping would get people's attention enough that they would then settle in and watch the entire series. And it seems like that particular strategy went over pretty well. So yeah, I edited the first video and then I didn't edit any of the rest. All the rest are just the raw VODs, but a lot of people have continued to watch since that first edited video, which is really cool to see. So I might have a new strategy for YouTube content going forward. Maybe for, not for every single game, but for some of these bigger games, that might be what I'll do, is I'll sort of pay to get the first episode edited to sort of hook people, and then hopefully people will come along then for the rest of the ride, because unless this was a one-off and people just like Final Fantasy X, it seems to be working, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes for the future, but yeah. It's a bit of a different strategy that I tried this time around, for sure. The Sanderson thing definitely caught my eye. Yeah, that's what I said. I figured there would be a sphere. You know, if you're thinking of a Venn diagram, and it's like gamers, fantasy readers, a sphere of where they overlapped, I figured those would be good people, so I'm glad the net did catch some of you. Hi, Type Switch. I also started watching the Final Fantasy X VODs on YouTube. I really enjoyed the playthrough and I'm happy to catch the finale live. Thanks for the streams and VODs. You guys are so nice. Oh my god. Thank you so much, everybody. It has been really, really nice having so many of you guys in tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words and thank you for watching. Yeah, I wish I could say that I edited the Final Fantasy X episode by myself. I just don't have the skill and honestly the patience for editing. I really don't. In an ideal world, I could edit during the day and stream at night. I just don't have that time.
Walks in like a boss, whips open a camp chair, plops concerningly quickly down. Sup? Aggressive upward nod to everyone in general. Not concerningly quickly, Zippy! How's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for the 79-month resub. Holy crap, dude. We've had some big resubs tonight. Really appreciate it. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to Final Fantasy X and what should be the final stream of this game. We've been grinding now for about an hour, so I think basically at any time now, I'm gonna go give the final boss another try. I've kind of been enjoying our conversation. I've lost track of time, so we'll do a couple more battles and then we'll head in to fight Jecht again. But yeah, what I was saying before Zippy very kindly interrupted me was that I just don't have the time for it. I work a full-time job. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually a lawyer by day, so I am very busy and I manage to do my best to get, you know, 2 or 3 streams in a week. In an ideal world, I would love to stream even more than that. But then if I try to put video editing on top of streaming and on top of working, it's way too much. Let alone the fact that I don't really have the talent for editing. So all that said, I outsource the editing. And that's why I don't do it for every video, because obviously those costs add up quite quickly if I was to edit every single VOD. So I thought a nice sort of sweet spot would be getting just the first episode edited and then uploading the remainder as just the raw VOD. So, like I said, it seems like that's working. At least it did for this game. We'll see how it goes in the future, but regardless, even if it never works again, I'm glad it managed to hook so many of you, because it has been fantastic meeting you guys. Everybody's been so nice. And I love having you guys watching the streams and watching the videos. The Final Fantasy X bit of the algorithmic hook is what dropped it into my feed. My first time playing Final Fantasy X was over the winter, and I immediately started ingesting the content. Oh, so you're new to Final Fantasy X as well, SSL? Tell us what was the reason that you chose now, of all times, to sort of dive into Final Fantasy X? Was it because you heard that the 25th anniversary was coming up? Was it something that was kind of always on your playlist and you finally got around to it? What was the rationale behind the timing? Ronnie, you've got a samosa and kebabs? Hell yeah! Oh my god, I love how many of you guys have comfy, cozy, yummy snacks right now. Love that for you guys. Of course, I wish you nothing but success in anything you pursue, but secretly I'm happy you don't have 1,000 viewers. Yeah, again, you know, I wouldn't mind getting some more people over here, but I feel like I'm okay being on the smaller end of the streaming spectrum, if that means I get to have a better relationship and build a better community with my viewers, if that makes sense. I just saw Final Fantasy X and then I saw first playthrough and I was like, I don't get tired of seeing people experience the game for the first time, so I clicked. I love hearing what made you guys click. I'm overwatching, so I'm lurky-durky. No worries, good luck in your game, Zippy. I'm pretty sure YouTube just automatically shows me any and every Final Fantasy X first time playthrough to ever hit the platform at this point. Okay, so you're real locked in when it comes to Final Fantasy X. I mean, it makes sense considering your username and everything. It's because Magic the Gathering had the Final Fantasy set and it just looked sweet. Oh, right. I never even thought about that. That probably did get a lot of people to come check out some of the older titles. The recent collaboration between Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy. That didn't even cross my mind. I'm sure you're not the only one that dove into Final Fantasy X for the first time because of that.
I remember as a teenager on a beanbag playing this with the strategy guide next to me. Oh, hell yeah. That's good memories, Hellbringer. I used to love getting strategy guides when I was a kid. I would pore over those things like they were the Bible. Especially when I was younger. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I always have been and probably always will be. But especially when I was a kid. Pokemon Red was actually the very first video game I ever played. And I remember having the strategy guides for, you know, I don't think I had the strategy guide for Gen 1. I definitely had it for Gens 2, 3, and 4. I remember that vividly. And, like, those books were, like, falling apart because I read them so much. I was, like, memorizing, you know, Pokemon locations and movesets and whatnot. I loved those things, so... As much as obviously all of that can now just be found so much more easily and for free here on the internet, it is a bit of a shame that the strategy guide has, you know, effectively died because they were such a big part of my childhood, honestly. The strategy guide for Final Fantasy X has a full-size sphere grid poster? No way! That's cool. Mine came with a mix poster. Right, I'm pretty sure someone mentioned that it came with a mix poster, which I bet was helpful. I still have my old Falling Apart Final Fantasy XII guide too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Props to you for playing the algorithm intentionally, mind you. Someone I watched years ago randomly had one of their stream clips balloon to 600k views basically overnight because the algorithm just randomly picked it up. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing is like, I try to put some thought into my YouTube content, you know, in terms of all your basic stuff, your thumbnails, your video titles and descriptions and whatnot. But at the same point, again, I unfortunately have limited time. Time is my biggest constraint, and I have limited time to do some of this stuff. So as much as I would love to, you know, pour over every aspect of the video and intentionally curate my content, there's only so much I can do. So that's why a lot of stuff ends up sort of on YouTube, unedited or what have you. The TLDR, I'm trying my best, and I'm glad my best this time did happen to bring in some fantastic viewers. I bought the deluxe Cyberpunk 2077 and then they patched the game so much all the build stuff was out of date within 6 months. Oh no, you know what? That's something I never even considered actually. Strategy guides are probably less effective in this day and age because games are constantly being patched and updated and new DLC is being added, and so yeah, you know what, Bronny? I never even thought about that, but that's a good point. Not only is sort of print media dying, but also the model for the strategy guide is also not going to be as effective because of that point. Interesting. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is basically a whole different game now mechanically compared to its launch. Yeah, you would need like a strategy guide 2.0 for sure. Absolutely. Speaking of strategy guides and whatnot, that is one thing I wanted to do tonight as well. I mentioned on my last stream that I wanted to look up all the potential mixes for Riku. Basically, we're going to pull open our strategy guide and take a look at the insert. So, I gotta be honest, we have been grinding now for longer than I said we were gonna be grinding. I said we were only gonna be grinding for an hour. It's been closer to an hour and a half now. So maybe we level up, we save, we take a look at Riku's mixes, and then we go give Jekt another try. I don't know exactly how much we've leveled up, but it seems like we've leveled up a decent bit here. Enough that I hope it's gonna actually make a difference, so... I'm gonna do this. Get Lulu to get some more MP. Tidus will go here. Increase his magic by 4. Yuna. Max HP plus 200. Even just the max HPs, meaning we might not get one-shotted by Jekt in Phase 2, should hopefully be super helpful, right? The mixed list is awesome and kind of overwhelming. Oh, I bet. Okay, so let me see if I can pull it up here, and I'll share my screen so we can all take a look at it together. Final Fantasy X mix list. Okay, okay. I'm on the Final Fantasy wiki. Let's take a look at this. Max HP is super helpful, especially with Aeons, as they get buffs too when Yuna does. Oh, that's a good point, October. Yeah, so Yuna especially is not just leveling up. Her Aeons are as well, so that's a great point. Alrighty, here's the Final Fantasy X wiki. We're talking about Riku's Mix Overdrive, which allows her to combine any two items for a multitude of effects. So they're broken down into recovery, enhancement, non-elemental, and elemental effects. Okay. Holy crap, there is a lot here. Okay. Let's just kind of go down through, I guess. We got Ultra Potion, which is full HP recovery for all party members. Panacea. Ultra Cure. Mega Phoenix, Final Phoenix, Elixir, Mega Elixir, Super Elixir. Final Elixir. Right, so these enhancement ones, those were the ones that I used previously. I think I had Ultra Null All when we fought Seymour previously. Bestows all 4 null spells and all stat boosts on ×5 on all party members. I think that was the friggin' game changer that we used against Seymour previously. Hyper, Might Guard, and Ultra Null All are my favorites. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick. Bestows all 4 null spells and all stat boosts is ×5 on all party members. I was doing Mega Vitality, I think, the last time we were fighting him, which was, like, helpful, but not helpful enough. Doubles max HP of all party members. We need to at very least do Hyper Vitality. Doubles max HP and bestows cheer ×5 on all party members. Ooh, dang, these look good too. Mighty G, Super Mighty G, and Hyper Mighty G. Bestows Protect, Shell, Haste, Regen for 20 turns and Auto Life. Holy moly. Freedom X, no MP costs for all party members. Oh wow, some of these are crazy. Oh my god, okay. And there's so many of them. Holy crap. Okay, well here's what we should do, is first of all, let's see if I even have the items to use some of these before I get too excited. Ultra Null All, what does that need? There are 15 unique combinations. So it's either got to be Healing Water, Tetra Elemental, or Healing Spring. I don't think I have any of those. Why don't we take a look and see what I have first? Okay, Star Curtain. Lunar Curtain, we got all the regular healing items. I stole a healing water earlier? Oh, no way! I picked it up earlier this stream, did I? Healing water, I did! Okay, and then what was the other thing we needed? Healing water, and then there's a bunch of other things. Chocobo Feather, Chocobo Wing. Oh, I think I have Light Curtain, right? I think so. Yeah. So I could use Light Curtain and Healing Water. Oops. And then we could get... Okay. Maybe that's what we try to do, is we try to do Ultra Null All. Healing Water, Light Curtain. And then that will give us Null Blaze, Null Frost, Null Shock, Null Tide, as well as 5 stacks of Cheer, Focus, Aim, and Reflex. This protects everyone against elemental damage and greatly raises everyone's stats. Remember that it will only apply to the 3 active party members, so make sure you have your best in. Right. Right. It's a good heads up. Okay.
Okay, well that was easy. We're gonna go for Ultra Null All. Healing Water plus Light Curtain. Got it. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna save one more time, because you can never save enough, right? Save number 160. Oh, we can't end at save number 168. Save number 169. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. Unfortunately, I think I have to do the weird ice, pick up the walnuts? That's the worst description ever, but I don't even know how else to describe it. That weird thingy. We're gonna have to do that, and then we'll fight Jacked. The beans, yeah. Those. You'll just have to come back later to play some Blitz and do random stuff to get to 200 saves. This is the real Bean Boozle. Okay, right. We talked about this last time I did it. This would be a lot better if you could control the camera. I cannot control the camera at all, so I just have to try to find these beans and try not to get impaled, all while basically navigating blindly. Not ideal, but anyway. Oh, there's one. Honestly, I'm not even gonna waste my time on these. We'll just escape. You don't have the items, but Trio of 999 is Riku's best mix by far. It lets every hit do 999, including overalls like Lulu's Fury and Waka's multi-blitzball thing. Oh, no way! Oh shit, that would be like basically game-breaking. If I had 80-something more thousand more loonies, I could find the beans for you. They're in your cupboard. This section is just baffling to me. I don't understand it at all. Yeah, does anyone know what this part is? Can anyone explain to me, like, what the story purpose is for what's happening? Does anyone know what's happening? I don't know what this is all about. Oh, I hate when I get to one and it just disappears. Like, where are the beans? I don't know, I can't see them because my camera will not move. Dude, where are the beans? They're there. Okay, one more. So strange. So strange. Okay, so we watched this cutscene about 1 million times on Thursday. More like 4 or 5 times, but it felt like 1 million times. For those of you guys who weren't here, though, or don't remember or want to get caught up, I will stay quiet during it so you can actually listen to the dialogue. Don't have to listen to me yap over it. I'll enjoy my tea. We'll check out this cutscene, and then we'll get to the boss battle. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk over the cutscene, but I need to read out what Gorg said because it's so friggin' funny. Gorg said, Jecht was so tough on Tidus, he figured he'd play around with him and have what he calls an extreme Easter egg hunt before the final battle. October says, my theory is when many fireflies are in one place, they can affect the environment like the far plane in Seymour's sphere room. This is in Sin. That room with the icicles is where people killed by Sin and Aeons go when their fireflies are absorbed to power the Sin armor.
I like that theory. I also like Gorg's ultimate Easter egg hunt theory, so you can vote for which one you like best. Okay, cutscene.
You're late, Oren.
I know.
Hey.
Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah, but you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then, I mean, you know. Let's end this.
Dad,
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though. When it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
Oh, it's still good. And I'm less mad at it tonight, so I can enjoy it again. I was so frustrated on Thursday, I couldn't even enjoy the music by the end of it. Oh, we back.
I promise this will be quick! Hit me with all you got, Dad!
Hell yeah! I wheeled Muffin into frame, as you can see, she's watching very intently. AKA having the best snooze. Ooh! Yeah, the music got old on Thursday, but after a weekend away, it's feeling fresh again. This is still your phone ringtone? No way. I used to hate this song so much, which would happen when you hear it for over an hour, yeah.
You got so far through the game without needing to grind because you played very intelligently, but this boss is just really beefy, so it does take a little grinding. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy that I basically didn't have to grind till the very end. I'll take that as a bit of a badge of honor for my first playthrough. Hey Keen, you arrived just in time. You ready for an epic boss fight? Here we go. I was thinking too, I was reflecting, if you will. Get it? Reflect? I was thinking maybe I should cast some of Yuna's more defensive spells as well. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure this guy mostly uses physical attacks, so if I use Protect on Yuna, that should help a little bit as well. Overkilling everything with Bahamut and giving the pagodas 30k life didn't help either. No, it certainly did not. So, we're taking all those lessons that we learned on Thursday. We're coming in with fresh minds, newly leveled up, bunch of overdrives. We're gonna do it tonight. I feel confident. Alrighty, then I want to... Does Power Break work on him? I can't remember if it did or not. I'm gonna try it. It seemed like it worked. Okay, that's good. So now we can start casting the big magic. Holy. Okay, then I want Tidus to switch out for Riku, and Riku is going to use her mix. So, we need to mix healing water with... Oh shit, was it light curtain or lunar curtain? Light curtain, thank you. Holy water and light curtain. Wait, did that not work? That didn't get what I expected it to be. Okay. That wasn't what I expected. I don't know if I did something wrong there. I'm not sure what that even did. I used holy water and light curtain. I thought I did, unless I misclicked. Oh, I used healing water and light curtain. Damn it! I clicked the wrong one. Shit. That's my fault. Okay, well, hopefully that won't be a fatal mistake. We got something out of it. What we got, I'm not sure. Yeah, some kind of barrier? Maybe it's good, I don't know. I got Mighty G. Yeah, does someone wanna tell me what Mighty G does? Because that's what we're working with here. It's Protect and Shell, I think? Okay, well that's still good, right? I'll take it. It makes you a Mighty G. Self-explanatory, really. Well, hopefully being a Mighty G will be what we need to get through this fight. It gives you Protect, Shell, and Haste. Okay, that's not bad. It wasn't what I wanted, but not a bad alternative. As you can see, I've decided to go with the strategy that I implemented at the end of our last stream, which is ignore the pagodas and just focus on Jekt. We'll see. I mean, so far he's already half health, so I'm hoping that means this was the right idea. I'm gonna try to play this defensively and just have Yuna nuke him, basically. Just gonna have Yuna do all the damage, and then everyone else just buff. And I'm hoping that'll be enough. When we get him to phase 2, we've got Bahamut ready to go. So now let's use Turbo Ether on Yuna. You like it? As long as you can stay ahead of the healing? Yeah, I mean, if she's doing 10k damage and he's only healing for 3, simple math means we'll still stay ahead, right? I don't know if delay will work. It might have, I'm not sure. I also want to do more provokes by Orin, because I want them to not hit Yumi. Okay, Jekt is going to overdrive here, so I am going to bring in a summon. I'm not going to bring in Bahamut because I don't want Bahamut to die this early. I'll instead bring in Ifrit, who's our second beefiest, to tank this. You still have a summon and a grand summon, so potentially 2 overdrives too. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Maybe it's worth using 1 overdrive right now to get him into phase 2. I'm just worried about the friggin' pagodas, but I guess if we're ignoring them anyway, then who cares if they get healed? How much HP does he have left? 22,000. Overdrive won't be enough to kill him because it'll cap at 999. Okay, well we may as well use it now because Ifrit's probably gonna die, so... let's do this. So I'll get rid of the pagodas for now. I would save the grand for Bahamut, that's what I was thinking too, Gorg. I'll save the grand for Bahamut in phase 2. At least that got rid of both pagodas and did 10k damage. Pagoda is back though, did not stay down for long, but that's okay. Wait, where's he at in terms of HP? Only 12,000! Holy shit! Okay, we might be able to finish this right now. Attack. 1,600. Holy. $9,999. Slice and dice. There we go. That'll do it. Okay, phase 2. We've only ever gotten him to phase 2 once? No, we've gotten him to phase 2 twice. But we've never gotten very far into phase 2, so far, I feel like we're definitely doing better right now than we did last stream. But I don't want to speak too soon, so let's just let him do his thing and we'll see him in phase 2. And that's why I didn't want to speak too soon. Okay, Yuna and Tidus are dead. Shit. Oh, I do have a Mega Phoenix. Okay, thank God. Don't forget Tidus's talks. Yeah, I need him to use one right now if he can. Yeah, he'll be able to get one off. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we'll have 3 turns for his overdrive. So we'll get Yuna, Holy. Then we get Tidus to talk him down from the ledge.
You won't beat me this time.
AKA provoke him. And then Orin needs to heal. He has so much HP, I know. 120,000. Way too many. Way too much. Have I tried Power Break? Did I do Power Break and Armor Break? I can't remember. Well, there's Power Break. I'll do Armor Break next. I like how it's not like a calming talk. It's shit-talking literally Sin. Sure is. The breaks are removed by the pagodas. Oh, so they're only lasting like 1 turn anyway. I didn't do Armor Break yet. Okay. Fuck. That's so much damage. I need to get Tidus out of here, I think, and get someone beefier in here. I need to get Waka in here, I think. Let's get Orin to use Provoke, so they'll attack him, not Yuna. Yuna's the goat? She's so good, man. We wouldn't be able to do this without her, that's for sure. Perfect. Use Eject Beam on Orin all day long. Fine by me. Okay. Phoenix down on Tidus. Yuna. Holy. That'll get him under 100k. And then I'll use the Turbo Ether on Yuna. Unfortunately, Orin has to be a bit of a sacrificial lamb for us here. But he's thick, he can handle it, I say as he dies. Alright, we're out of Tidus's talks, so I can't negate those overdrives anymore. I'm wondering when the right time to use Bahamut is. Should we just wait till the very end? I don't know. I'm going to take out Tidus and bring in Waka, because he's a little thicker. We're gonna get our guy back on his feet. Yuna's gonna keep nuking. See? Thick. Those boys from Besaid Island, they thick. Waka took that bitch slap like a champ. Okay, now. I don't... No one has haste anymore. We're gonna haste Yuna. She's gonna heal Waka. Eject Beam. Okay, that's fine. Now, he's got 1 million moves coming up, which I really don't like. Look how many moves he's got in a row coming up. The boss. Or I guess that's Pagoda, Pagoda, then boss, then Pagoda, Pagoda. So it's actually just the Pagodas being assholes. Alright, let's use Overdrive. Attack reels. Yes!
go. I think that'll get rid of the pagodas as well. Got rid of one of them. Yuna has been petrified. No, wait! Hang on, what? Oh, the battle's over. The battle is over. I didn't even... When did she get petrified? I didn't even notice she did get petrified. Oh, god damn it. We were doing so good, too. She got petrified when she got Jekt beamed. I didn't even notice. I would have had Waka cure her. I didn't even notice she got petrified. The Jekt beam petrifies. That's so annoying. Alright, just kill me. I want to start over. First run, just a warm-up stretch. I was wondering when you said, oh, that's fine, because I thought it only hit her for 500 damage. He's still got 85,000 HP, so we're gonna have to try this again. It was going literally so well, too. One little mistake. That's true, at least on my second attempt we can try Riku's correct mix. Worst father ever, jeez, right? I did not notice that the Jekt beam had petrified her. That was my fault. A learning experience, yes indeed. Alright, the worst part about all of this is now we gotta listen to this stupid cutscene once again. It's not stupid, it's a good cutscene, but, you know. In the meantime, look at Miss Muffin, she's so cozy. Having a little nap on her chair with Grogu the Squishmallow. Can you imagine a cozier sight? She is totally unbothered about her mother's continuous defeat at the hands of Jekt. She's real snuggly. Alright, ads are gonna start in 4 minutes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run them now. So for those of you who will get stuck in ad purgatory, you'll just be stuck there during the cutscene that we've seen 1 million times, and you won't miss anything. And I'll see you guys on the other side. And we're gonna beat this guy. What's a Mrs. Muffin? If Muffin ever got a wife, I guess? She's doing a big ol' snooze back there. She's not even looking up. She's totally unbothered about what's happening in front of her. When you sit down with the in-laws and they turn you into a statue and then shatter you into a million pieces. Ugh.
You're late, Orin.
How do they bring back a shattered person after the fight anyway? Golden rule. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't think too hard about that one. I was expecting broom and dustpan. This is the first time I've ever wished for ad purgatory.
You eating right, boy?
I just don't understand why they did not give us the option to skip these cutscenes. And if that wasn't a feature in the original game for hardware limitations or whatever the case may be, fine. This is the HD remastered that was released, like, not long ago.
Well,
why didn't they give us the option to skip cutscenes? Oh my god.
That's not funny.
Seems like such an oversight. Like, I could see in the OG not having skip, but in the remaster, yeah, well, they definitely could have done it with this version. Exactly.
I mean...
Like, come on.
You know...
I keep mashing the buttons just in hopes that something will miraculously happen, and I'm not even sure why.
Dad?
I'm expending the energy.
Yep.
Okay, I want to look up the Riku mix again and make sure I'm doing the right thing this time around.
I know.
Ultra Null All is healing water and Chocobo Feather.
Yeah.
Healing Spring and Light Curtain.
I can't hear the hymn so well
hang on. Wait. Did I misread that the first time?
I'm gonna be sin completely.
Look at this, folks. Do you see here?
I'm glad you're here now.
This table. It looks like it's Healing Water or Tetra Elemental and then Chocobo Feather, Chocobo Wing. Or Healing Spring. I'm not sure why I did that. Healing Spring.
I won't be able to
Light
hold
curtain, lunar
myself
curtain,
back.
not a spring. Matt. So it is light curtain or lunar curtain, but I think we need healing
sorry.
spring to be able to use
That's
this, which
enough.
is different. Oopsie.
Let's finish
Chatception.
this. Okay?
So if
You're
that's
right.
the case, I don't think I do have the right items. I have healing water, I don't have healing spring, do I?
Well then,
They probably
Let's
spent a
go.
fifth of the entire budget on this scene and still have to justify it to the executive board. That's why they make us watch it. Yeah, if that's the case, I don't think we can do Ultra Null All.
No!
Check out Hyper Null All. Good idea. Hyper Null All we can do. Hypello Potion, Shining Thorn, Musk, Purifying Salt, Soul. I don't know if I have any of those things either. Muffin's having the biggest nap back there. Yeah, sure. I'm wondering, the other option is, we did Mighty G last time, which was pretty good. What if I can upgrade that to Hyper Mighty G? Hyper Mighty G would be... Oh, I don't have any of that stuff. Okay. Super Mighty G? Ooh, I might have some of this stuff. Healing Spring, Grenade, Light Curtain, and like a bunch of other stuff. Maybe this is what we do.
I promise this will be
Light
quick.
Curtain and any Key
Hit me
Sphere
with all you got, Dad.
would give us Super Mighty G. Light Curtain or Lunar Curtain and any Key Sphere. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What does that one do? That one would give us Protect, Shell, Haste, and Regen for 20 turns for the entire party. So that might be what we need here. We're giving this final battle another go for what I couldn't beat last week, so fingers crossed. Okay, we can't do our mix right away anyway, so let's just start with nuking. I was actually looking at the other day, cheer adds +1 strength per cast, but also adds defense percentage up. At 5 times cheer, it'll block 33% of damage. Oh, damn. So maybe we should try to get cheer on as well. Oh, there's so many things to consider. First and foremost, I just have to make sure nobody gets petrified. That'll be the best thing to do. Okay, so... let's bring in Riku now for the mix. Yeah, this is a banger, isn't it, Zippy? I loved it more when I didn't have to listen to it a bunch of times in a row because I hadn't fought this boss a bunch of times in a row, but still really good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the Super Mighty G. So if I do Light Curtain or Lunar Curtain, we'll go Light Curtain and any Key Sphere. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3. So Light Curtain and Level 1 Sphere should give me, if this wiki is to be believed, Super Mighty G. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Finally, I got the intended result. Now, Titus is when he... And then we're gonna get Titus to just keep casting Cheer now that he's hasted. Okay. Regen is nice, yeah. I'm hoping that'll really help us as well.
The worst part is using the mix means obviously it has to be used on Riku, because she has to be on the field when it's played, which sucks because I would love if that mix was actually used on Auron, who I want to tank for us here. But alas, we do what we can. We're gonna keep cheering. Tidus, the ultimate cheerleader. Now I'm gonna take out Riku, and I'm gonna bring in Auron, and I'm gonna get him to provoke. So he can hopefully tank. Way to diss Riku. I know, I feel bad. I love her, but in this particular instance, I wish Auron could have gotten those effects rather than her. You might have some items Riku can use that are useful in and of themselves. That's a good point, too. That's true. Maybe we'll get her back in here. Let's see. We got a lot of battle left to go, so lots of time to try out various strategies. Keep on cheering, Tidus! Keep on nuking Yuna! This will get him to half health. And then I'm gonna cast haste on Auron. There we go. Okay. Got her just enough for one more nuke. No, we're 1 MP shy. Are you kidding me? Oh man, okay. Thundaga it is. And I will get you to get Yuna and Ethan. Okay, Yuna, now you can nuke. Auron. Evoke. I'm okay with Auron dying because he doesn't have all those buffs on him. It would be worse if Tidus or Yuna died because they would then lose all their buffs they got from Riku's mix, so it's almost better this way. Again, poor Auron. He's got to be the sacrificial lamb in this scenario. Okay, where are we at? 7,822. I'm gonna fully heal up Auron. He's already dead. He can take it. This is just Jekt beating up Auron for being late. Okay, she is not petrified. I had to double check to make sure. I know it wasn't Jekt Beam, but anytime Yuna gets touched now, I'm gonna be like, petrification? Alright. I'm gonna just keep cheering and get everyone fully boosted up. Now, Yuna. Nuke. And then Auron should be able to knock him into phase 2.
Okay. Phase 2! I've still got both of Tidus's talks in our pocket as well. We've just got to survive his opening attack. And yes, we still have everybody's overdrives as well. So in terms of resources, I think we're set up pretty good here for phase 2. Speaking of overdrive, let's go right now. Nice! Holy crap, I think that's the most damage Tidus has ever done with his overdrive. Today's the day, kid. Project overdrive, that's fine. Okay, so let's go Holy. I hate how she's gonna be 1 MP short again of another Holy. So let's go Grand Summon, and we're not gonna use Grand Summon on Bahamut because Bahamut's overdrive is already prepped and ready to go. Instead, we'll use Grand Summon on Ifrit, so we can basically get 2 overdrives out of this. Hellfire. Should get rid of the pagodas as well. For a little bit. Yep. Max damage across the board. Pagodas are back. Ifrit's probably gonna die. That's okay. Good job, dude. You did great work. Alrighty, where are we at now? He's got 93,000 HP. Tidus has used his overdrive. What do we do now? Do we haste Orin? Maybe? When you Grand Summon an Aeon with a full overdrive bar, it basically adds a second full bar to them, so they get 2 overdrives back to back. Oh, I didn't know that! If I had known that, I would have summoned Bahamut. Dang, okay, well... Ifrit still did good work. Okay, from here, I'm now going to heal Orin a little bit. No, you know what? I'm gonna bring in Riku now. And let's see what items she might have. Now's the time to use them all, right? Ooh. Ooh! Both of these! Stamina Tablet and Mana Tablet. We're gonna go Stamina Tablet on Orin. He's then gonna heal himself fully. He'll have 9,000 HP. Then Yuna, you'll attack forward now. And then I'm gonna double your MP. And then she can use more holies. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna use Mana Tablet to double Yuna's max MP. Then we'll fully restore her HP. Or her MP, rather. Using Elixir. And then we'll just top everyone up. No, actually, we don't even need to top everyone up. Well, we can. We can top one up. Okay. Alright. I feel good. I feel good. Now I just gotta make sure no bullshit happens. No petrification happens. Any other miscellaneous bullshit that may potentially happen.
Okay, Yuna. Nuke. Jack can use his overdrive, but we're gonna stop him. We're gonna bring in Tidus and talk him down.
I won't lose!
There we go. Now, overdrive, Bushido. That barely did any damage. Great. Thanks, dude. Anyway, that's why we have Yuna. This will bring him down to 70,000. Almost halfway. Tidus. Where are we at? You want to just cheer? I think the big part of that ability is that it normally yeets the enemy. Right, and I didn't get the opportunity to yeet. Everyone has haste. Everyone's good. Can I slow any of these? Let's try. No. Well, it's worth a try. Just punching his son in the face, no big deal. Okay, holy, this'll get him to 50% HP. What was our Bahamut? 30k for Mega Flare? Yeah, around there. So I want to wait until the time is right, basically, to bring him out. I want to wait as long as I can, essentially. Oh, one of the pagodas did slow, but it missed the other one. Okay. That's true. Also, Bahamut should do even more damage now that I've leveled a little bit. That's a good point as well. Okay, clearly our defense is super buffed because his sword slash attack is not doing nearly as much damage as it usually does, which is another good sign. Let's assume 30 to be safe, I guess. Yes. Okay, now's the time for another overdrive, though. We still haven't used attack reels. Yes! Oh yeah, we're set up good now. Come on, no bullshit. No bullshit. Okay, now, do we have any left over talks from Tidus? I think we do, right? I think I've only used one talk in this fight. I think I can get Tidus in here. Yes.
You won't beat me this time!
Perfect. Okay, I think we're out of talks now. Okay, where are we at? 37,000 HP. Do we bring in? I think we do. I don't want to wait any more. Come on. Come on. Come on. Baby Bahamut, please grant me this favor. Blast my boyfriend's daddy into oblivion. Mega Flare. His 37,000 HP. Oh, 36,000 damage! Are you serious? Oh my god! He had 37,000 HP left and I did 36,000 damage. Oh my god. Okay, we're so close. Come on. The pagodas aren't healing him. They're back now, though. Come on. Okay. The pagodas are gonna heal him now. Oh, this is crazy. My palms are so sweaty. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Okay, Bahamut's gonna die here. That's fine.
I just need Yuna to come in with a holy. Come on. Come on. Is it my turn? Please be my turn. Tidus' turn? Okay, that's fine. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Are you dead? You're dead! You're dead! You're dead! Let's go! Woo! Bye-bye, Jecht. It was nice knowing you. You had cool theme music, but it overstayed its welcome. Sin has been defeated. Tidus has faced his daddy issues head on.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
Is he taking one last opportunity to roast me before death?
I hate you, Dad.
Wow. Tidus's last words. I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Dude, this guy is such an asshole.
We've got a job to do.
That's crazy. Friggin' Jecht, man. Oh,
Good.
wait.
That's
You're still
right.
alive?
You are my son, after all.
Run the trauma back one more time.
You know, for the first time, I'm glad to have you as my father.
What?
So, Jecht, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
Right, because
You
we've
stay
still got to
away!
deal with you, Yevon, right?
You know what to do.
Is this little ball
The
of
Aeons.
light you, Yevon?
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us.
Okay, now Data's gone. Face first. Oof. Step 1, defeat Sin. Check. Step 2, defeat Yevon and put an end to this for good.
Yes.
In progress.
Here it comes.
Yeah, I guess this ball is... Yevon? We're on the sword? What? What in the acid trip is going on? We've been transported onto this sword in outer space?
Yuna!
Oh shit, we're not done yet. Oh, we've got to do an Aeon battle. Okay, do we start at the top and work our way down, or do we start down and work our way up? I don't want to send out Bahamut to start. We're gonna save the big guns for last. Let's send out Valifor, the OG, our starter Pokemon. We're getting the full summoning for this one.
Possessed by Yu Yevon. Oh, no! We're gonna have to kill him? Well, now I'm glad I didn't summon Bahamut. Jeez Louise. Okay. I feel way better about this. Strike me down, says Valifor. Oh. Even though he's been possessed. Oh my god, okay. Luckily, he doesn't have a lot of HP. So that killed Valifor, but it also kicked Yu Yevon out of his body. Bye, birdie. Fly away, birdie, fly. You can see how torn up Yuna is about it. She's like, fuck. Okay, so am I gonna have to do that over and over again? Well, if that's the case, I'm glad I'm starting from the top and going to the bottom. I don't really want to fight a free... Oh, no! Okay. I can't believe the power of our own Aeons is being used against us. I guess at this point, it looks like Yu Yevon doesn't really have a corporeal form. He's just that ball of light. So the only way to defeat him is to get him to possess a creature and then kill it. But that's a really fucked up thing to do after the journey we've been on and the relationships we've formed with these Aeons. Yeah. Pour one out for Valifor, everybody. Now it's Ifrit's turn. Why does Yuna have a halo over her head? What does that mean? She has auto life. What does that mean and how did I get it? I mean, it sounds like it's probably a good thing. Okay. Holy. It's because she's an angel, duh. I'm sorry, Ifrit. Thank you for your sacrifice. Ifrit. I love how you can actually see the emotion on Yuna's face. It hurts her, but at the same time, she's determined to move forward. It makes it so that you basically can't die in this part? Oh, that's good to know. May Ifrit burn in hell. No disrespect. You think it's because the Aeons are helping? Or maybe it's because of Jekt? It doesn't really tell us why. Okay. So we just have to defeat every single one of our Aeons. Wow. This is kind of crazy. Luckily, Yuna can one-shot every single one of them. I want to believe the reason why we have auto life in these battles is because now the Faiths are helping us. Ah, yeah. We've got to keep defeating these guys until there's nowhere left for Yu Yevon to run. Honestly, I just always saw it as a game consideration. Like, you made it this far. This is just a formality. That's true, because if I lost here and had to go all the way back, I can only hope it would have auto-saved so I don't have to fight Jekt again. Otherwise, I would be real pissed. Ixion! That's right, we salute all of our fallen warriors. Next up, it's the baddie herself. The Ice Queen. Shiva Darling. I love that you used Aeons so much in your run, it makes this part have actual impact. It's just a pain when you never use the Aeons and don't care. That's a good point, actually. I have used the Aeons a lot, to the point where it really does feel like I built somewhat of a relationship with them. Ooh. Shiva said, huh, you can't die, huh? Let me test that theory.
Okay, here's what we're doing here. Mega Elixir. This music is pretty sick too. Holy crap. The music tracks for the last bit of this game have been absolutely top tier. Don't ask us what that little shrimp baby was because we don't know. Choking there. Shiva was like, bitch, I'm not going down without a fight. Thank you for your sacrifice, Shiva. All the music tracks after Gagazette are all bangers. It really feels that way, doesn't it? Okay, guys. There's only one Aeon left. We saved the best for last. Our boy, Bahamut. Normally, I would be really, really scared to have to go up against Bahamut. But in this circumstance, I feel like we'll be alright. Shout out to Shiva. We hate to see you leave, but we love watching you go. Big Man Bahamut. You've heard of Big Man Blastoise. This is the Final Fantasy version. Can he Mega Flare me? If he Mega Flares me, well, I guess then we'll all get resurrected? I don't know. I noticed we get the full summon animations despite having the quick setting on. Yeah, they said this is your final battle. You're gonna appreciate each one of these summons. No, we're good. He didn't get Mega Flare off. Holy will do it. Here we go. The dark versions of them here look awesome. Agreed. They're going out in style, that's for sure. That's it. You got no more Aeons to inhabit you, Yevon. What are you gonna do now? You creepy ball of darkness. You did it, Yuna. What's next? Of course Yevon has tentacles. Of course. What else would you expect from the big bad? The Tick Man himself. Please let me catch my favorite Pokemon.
Everyone, this is the last time we fight together.
It's cancer itself.
Okay?
Cockroach energy.
Huh? What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
And now we fight you, Yevon himself. He has no more Aeons to possess, which means we can attack him directly. Unfortunately, it also means I have no more Aeons to summon. Time to take down the parasite that's been infesting this world for far too long. Oh, is he just gonna keep curing himself? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Let's take a closer look at this thing. No, it didn't work. What the fuck? And it has the pagodas too. Okay, maybe I have to take down the pagodas first? Maybe that's what I have to do. Wait a minute. He's hurting himself. That Gravaja actually hurt him. If he doesn't have the pagoda's protection, is he just gonna kill himself? Let's find out. Okay, pagodas are down. We're gonna take some defensive measures. We're gonna heal. Let's attack. 3,400. I know, then he heals. Hang on, I need to keep a closer eye on him here. I think he hurt himself. He did. He hurts himself with Gravaja. Okay. So basically, if we just keep healing, he'll just kill himself eventually. And it doesn't look like the pagodas regenerate in this version, which is good. Maybe they do, but just slower? That could be as well. So he does heal himself after direct hits. Oh, there are the pagodas, speak of the devil. But it looks like he'll just kill himself. So all we need to do is work on getting rid of the pagodas, staying healed up, and we'll just let him take care of himself. Works for me. Yeah, I know I still have auto life. I'm a little worried to, like, trust it, though, so I am still gonna keep healing myself. Trust no bitch is my motto here. The fact that this takes place on Jecht's sword is so good. Yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it? Alright, let's get Lulu in here. Let's do her Fury. The trauma of the Jecht fight looms dark over Tiffy's head. Do you have a theory of what happens at the end? No spoilers, just curious. I mean, we'll find out soon enough, right? By the sounds of it, Tidus is gonna disappear after this final fight happens, but I don't know, this whole game has been about defying fate, so perhaps there's some way to save him? I really don't know. At this point, I'm close enough that I feel like it's not even worth speculating. We'll find out soon enough. We just gotta deal with the roadblock in front of us, which is this little parasite. We're going along for the ride at this point. Just gotta pop this tick. Yeah, exactly, Rossi. My endgame theory is that Waka wakes up after an amazing blitzball shot to his dome, and this was all his coma dream. That's funny. Okay, the auto life worked, at least for Riku. So that's good. I gotta let Muffin out 1 second. Wanna go up, babe? Okay, where's he at now? Oh, he's halfway. 51,282. Just wondering if we are gonna rely on auto life to save my butt. Is it worth doing something like this? No, because then he's just gonna heal himself for even more damage than I even did, so let's not do that. Let's instead just focus on the pagodas and let him beat himself down. The music here is epic, holy crap. They got a full orchestra. Casting gravity on yourself just seems like a funny way to go out. Oh, absolutely. Like, what are you doing, dude? Okay, but why don't you just summon? Oh, right. Too soon? He's stealing all my MP. Stop it. Well, that's lame. I want you to kill yourself, not steal my MP. Guess we'll bring in the melee fighters. I don't even know, like, what the right strategy is here. Because I don't even want to hit him because he just heals himself. You know? Ooh, Ultima? Oh shit. Thank God for auto life, or I'd be real mad right now. That would probably be the moment that I uninstalled the game, to be honest with you. Shout out to auto life, holy crap. This is what Bevel was so afraid of, a tick that cures and hurts itself. Well, at least now you trust auto life. Yeah, I was kind of forced into a bit of a trust exercise. And luckily it all turned out okay. Little angel babies for the win. The worst part is, though, is that Ultima didn't hurt him. There is one big thing you can do. We did it in another boss fight. Take a good look at your abilities. And my abilities? Oh, maybe reflect. And if he casts any spells on me, that'll go back. I don't even want to attack him, but I don't have any other options. Just use a potion. I don't have any MP anymore either, which is lame. Can you just kill yourself faster? Jeez Louise. Okay. At least I have a target now. Godas are down. Oh my god, are you not even trying to attack me anymore? There we go. Finally, dude. Oh! Yuna's reflect did not reflect back at him. Is Gravaja a physical spell? I feel like those two things don't even go together. How do you have a physical spell? Because the reflect didn't work. It's because AoE doesn't reflect. Okay. Oh, I see. I have to cast Reflect on him, so then that stops him from healing himself. I didn't think about doing that earlier because I thought it meant then that Gravaja wouldn't hurt him. But if AoE doesn't reflect back, then that'll still hurt him, but now he can't heal himself. Got it. Got it. That's what I'm supposed to do. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. I didn't think that was an option because I thought if I cast Reflect on him, then every time the Gravaja went to hurt him, it would just reflect back on me. Oops. Like that did. Right. Right. But no, Gravaja will still hurt him, but now I can't hurt him with magical attacks. I can only hurt him with physical attacks. So now I can do that, he won't heal himself, and he'll hurt himself with Gravaja. Got it. Good thing we have the baby shrimp mermaids, right? Jeez Louise. We would be cooked otherwise. Literally, I would have uninstalled this game, I think, if we had to get here and didn't have any protection. Casts Reflect. Immediately casts Holy. I know! I know. Okay, he's almost dead now. Got it. Honestly, it feels kind of strange. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be complainy about the fact that these little shrimp babies are keeping me alive in the 11th hour, but it feels kind of weird that they would make me do an entire boss battle when there's no way you can lose? I don't know. Seems a little redundant. That was basically just an exercise in patience to whittle down his HP, but we'll take it. Have we killed you now, finally, you little tick parasite cancerous being? Oh, he's gonna get squished by the pagodas! Justice! Those pagodas ruined my life for so many hours. The fact that in the end, they were the ones who killed Yu Yevon. Wow. That feels good right there. And this is why we said that Jecht was the big boss. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. Either way, I think we did it. I think we defeated Sin and we defeated Yu Yevon, putting a stop to this endless cycle of death and destruction. Will the people of Spira finally know calm after literally 1,000 years of death? They clap so fast, and so in sync. Yay, 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 the world is saved, yay, yay. I like that even the Chocobo's excited. The thing is, though, is even though Spira has been saved, it's gonna require a lot of rebuilding. The tenets of the Yevon faith, the very principles that the entire faith, which basically underscores the entire world, they've been proven to be untrue, false, or misleading at best. Where does the world go from here? They no longer have to worry about Sin killing them, but they're gonna have to rebuild themselves as a society, a religious-based society at that. There's gonna be a lot of soul-searching
and uncomfortable truths that the people of Spira have to face now. Well, they have the next eternity to figure that out. They'll be alright. Pretty crazy, but yeah, one thing at a time. First, we defeated the giant whale that keeps eating them. Then they can figure out the whole, you know, tenets of their faith thing. I can't solve all your problems for you, folks. I solved sin. Y'all are responsible for solving the rest. So now all of the faith are gone. There's gonna be no more Aeons, no more Summoner's Pilgrimages. Yeah, wow, Spira is about to change. All of the faith are turning to stone. All the Aeons that helped us. I killed your god. Be happy and super chill about it, please. Yuna's now the only living high summoner. Wow. Playing this, how does it make you feel? Again, it's a bit of a bittersweet ending, because the world is saved. We defeated the big bad. But at the same time, we know it's not going to be a happy ending for these people. They've got a lot of soul-searching to do now. Their entire worldview has basically been upended. Everything they believed was true, was not true. So yeah, it is a happy ending, but it's not one where everyone holds hands and walks off into the sunset, because there's a lot of work for these people to rebuild. Thank you, Bahamut. Big guy's fading away. And Yuna's doing her summoner's dance. Oh, Orin! He's finally gonna move on.
But
Speaking of big guys fading away.
It's all right.
Cheers to you, Orin. Later, Uncle A.
It's been long enough.
Besides, everyone knows Orin's story continues in Kingdom Hearts.
This is your world now.
What a goddamn badass. Till the very end. Shout out to you, Orin. Very cool character. And now finally he can rest and reunite with his friends. The oldest 35-year-old. R.I.P. Just one last Orin farm there. All the Aeons, is she sending them too? Holy shit, this is what the people on the ground see? Sin just blew up like a nuke? Happy Festival fireworks! Whoa. We made it back to the ship. Wow. That was cool. Gives Pokemon the first movie vibes. And away go all the faith. Everybody is finally able to move on to the afterlife. I don't need you, or you, or you. Oh no! All the people of Zanarkand are going.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Zanarkand.
Waka's absolutely stupefied face right now.
Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
No! They can't even get one last hug?
I love you.
Oh, they got one last hug! Titus, you didn't say it back! Dude! That's it? Oh my...
Yuna, it's time.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody, now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us. So let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. Our dreams have faded. Never forget them.
Wow. So the game really pulled a classic bait and switch on us, eh? For the majority of the game, we assumed Yuna was going to die at the end. And it turns out Tidus is the one who died after all. Obviously, Tidus dying at the end wasn't a shock. They had sort of been alluding to it for a while, and at the very end, he straight up told everybody, after this, I'm gonna disappear. This is our final battle. But I don't know, I just kind of assumed they would do something to save him. You know? But in the end, it was just as he said. Wow. I feel like I just need to just sit here and just think about it for a little bit, you know? Wow. I can't get over the absolute epic mindfuck it would be to be prepared to die and then have to not only survive, but live with heavy grief and in a world that's about to become unrecognizable. Wow. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. I saw some of you guys comment during the scene on the deck of the airship. The reason Tidus didn't say I love you back is because that's not what Yuna said in the original Japanese version. That's so interesting. In Japanese, Yuna says thank you, not I love you. Very interesting they changed that for the English version. The fact that she was whistling there at the end, you whistle and I'll come running. Oh my god. Damn. I like to imagine that he whispered I love you back during the hug. Wow. Oh, whether she said it or not, I think it's very much implied that they loved each other, but I actually like that she said I love you at the end. I really do. I like that better than her saying thank you in the Japanese version. It's a death march pilgrimage that ends in you, the player character, accepting that actually you're a memory, and to save the person you love, you need to defeat your father and let yourself go. When you put it like that, wow. What a beautiful love story. I've said it before, obviously teenage love stories, speaking as an adult, can be very hit or miss, right? Because they can be a little cringe. They can be a little cheesy. But this one was really well done. I really believed the story that was presented to me, and I believed that those two characters really fell in love with each other. And we watched them fall in love with each other, which was really nice. We saw it from the very beginning, their first meeting to the end. It was cool to go on that journey. Maybe Tidus pulled a Han Solo. I love you. I know. I like that suplex. That moment with her on the deck of the airship, this unstoppable force who's faced so much hardship and kept going. Losing Titus is the one thing that can make her stop, make her want to give up. Just for a moment you can see the blankness in her eyes, but her love for him is also what gets her back on her feet to carry on. Chills every time. That grandma in Besaid was on to you the whole time, telling you to stay away from her. It's especially fucked that Spira gets to rebuild, but her world won't be complete now. Oh! You're so right. Oh my god, when you put it like that. It's like a shot to the heart. It wasn't just a teenage fling, but pure love. Absolutely. Thank you for playing this game and allowing us to join you on your pilgrimage. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming along with me on this journey. This was my very first blind playthrough of Final Fantasy X, and I am so glad that I somehow didn't get spoiled in 25 years since this game released, and I got to experience that ending and be surprised and feel all the emotions going into it completely blind. This was a fantastic experience. Thank you all so much for coming along on this journey with me. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone's asking, am I going to play 10-2? The answer is yes. We are going to play Final Fantasy X-2. We are not going to play it right away. I've heard from many people that Final Fantasy X-2 is best experienced if you kind of let Final Fantasy X sit for a little bit, chew on that ending, let yourself breathe, and then go to Final Fantasy X-2. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it a month or two later on in the fall. It's August now. Give it till October, November. Then we'll check out Final Fantasy X-2. I can't wait to see where Yuna is after this story, where Spira is after this story. I'll be very interested to see how things continue. But for now, I think we just celebrate what a great game this was. As we get to the end of the credits. And we see Titus. Is this like an MCU post-credit scene? Is this setting up the next game? Is Titus not dead? I hate that! What? Find out next time! No! Never mind, we're starting 10-2 right now. Just kidding. Oh, it was all a Blitzball coma dream. I just got it wrong with Waka, not Titus. The end. Wow. You need to watch the Final Fantasy X Eternal Calm video prior to 10-2? Okay. Does it make sense for us to watch that now, or when we get ready to start 10-2, watch it before we start? You 100% agree with not starting 10-2 right away? Okay. So how does 10 rank among the others? That's a great question, Super. I feel like I need to, like, step away and think about it and unpack everything that just happened to truly reflect on the journey. But as an immediate sort of gut reaction post-credits, this is up there. For sure. I don't think it takes the place of Final Fantasy VII for me. I don't know if anything will ever take the place for Final Fantasy VII for me. That game is just elite. I also don't know if it knocks Final Fantasy 16 out of my out of my number 2 position. But I think this might slot in at number 3. I really liked 9. But there's something about this one. This was really good. I don't know if I feel in a place to give you a definitive ranking, but it's looking like it might be top 3. It's up there for sure. I really, really enjoyed this game. Eternal Calm takes place 2 years after Final Fantasy X's story. You can watch it now, but before 10-2 is just generally worth it. I'd watch it before starting 10-2. Okay. Yeah, let's leave it for now. Again, I'm repeating myself here, but I feel like I need to just go like sit in a dark room and think about everything that just happened. So I don't want to overload myself with more information. I kind of want to silo 10 and 10-2 as two separate experiences. So let's instead relish that beautiful ending that we just got and celebrate the fact that we have rolled the credits on Final Fantasy X for the very first time. We're going to digest this, and then we're going to reconvene right here, twitch.tv/Tallara, or if you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/Tallara for Final Fantasy X-2 coming up soon. Thank you all so much for watching. I've talked about this throughout the playthrough, whether you're here watching this live with me on Twitch or whether you're watching the videos on YouTube. I feel like I have met so many new people throughout my Final Fantasy X journey, which is incredible. So thank you all so much for coming along with me. It's been so great to meet you. Thank you for being a part of this playthrough. I really, really enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy X, and as I mentioned, Final Fantasy X-2 will be coming up soon. In the meantime, we will be switching gears. I'll be live again tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday this week, tomorrow and the next day, right here on Twitch. We're going to be completely switching gears, completely switching game genres, time periods, platforms. We're going to be starting Game Freak's brand new game, Beast of Reincarnation. We're going to be playing it on the PS5. So really doing a bit of a 180 here from retro JRPG to modern day action adventure game. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. I know it has some mixed reviews. I always take reviews with a grain of salt, as it is obviously a very subjective medium. For me, I think the game looks great. There's nothing I love more in a game than an animal companion. I love a Souls-like type of game, so we're going to be starting a brand new adventure right here tomorrow night with Beast of Reincarnation. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys here. If not, like I said, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Really, really loved every second of Final Fantasy X. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys soon for both Beast of Reincarnation and Final Fantasy X-2.